Dear students, in this video we shall read the last chapter of grandmother's life. We protested, but she ignored our protest. She lay peacefully in bed, praying and telling her beads. Even before we could suspect, her lips stopped moving and the rosary fell from her lifeless fingers. A peaceful pallor spread on her face, and we knew that she was dead. When she told them that it was her last day, they protested, but she ignored their protest and she constantly, peacefully, she told the beads of her rosary, she sang her prayers in inaudible way, and even before the narrator and his family members could suspect whether she was singing her prayers, where she was telling the beads of her rosary, the rosary fell from her lifeless fingers, and now they knew that she was no more because a peaceful pallor, a yellowish, had spread on her face, and it was a sign that she was no more. We lifted her off the bed and, as is customary, laid her on the ground and covered her with a red shroud. After a few hours of mourning, we left her alone to make arrangements for her funeral. The narrator says, when the grandmother passed away, they lifted her off the bed, they laid her on the ground, and as it is customary, they covered her with a red shroud. After a few hours of wailing, of mourning, of expressing grief, they left in order to make arrangements for her cremation. In the evening, we went to her room with a crude stretcher to take her to be cremated. The sun was setting and had lit her room and veranda with a blaze of golden light. After a few hours, they went to her room in order to fetch her so that she might be taken for cremation. The sun was setting and her room was lit up with yellow light. We stopped halfway in the courtyard, all over the veranda and in her room, right up to where she lay dead and stiff, wrapped in the red shroud. Thousands of sparrows sat scattered on the floor. There was no chirping. We felt sorry for the birds, and my mother fetched some bread for them. When they went in, they noticed that thousands of birds, thousands of sparrows had arrived there. They were sitting all around the courtyard, and they were not chirping that day. They were not making any noise that day. The narrator's mother felt sorry for those little sparrows, and she went inside the house in order to fetch bread, in order to feed the sparrows. She broke it into little crumbs the way my grandmother used to and threw it to them. The sparrows took no notice of the bread. When we carried my grandmother's corpse off, they flew away quietly. Next morning, the sweeper swept the breadcrumbs into the dustbin. The narrator here describes that the narrator's grandmother brought bread. She broke it into small pieces as the grandmother used to do, and she threw it for the birds, but the birds did not eat those crumbs. They did not take even a bit. It was their respect for the grandmother who had fed them for a longer time, and on her death they did not eat their meal, they did not take food, and when they carried the grandmother corpse off for cremation, the birds flew away quietly, they did not make any sound. It shows that even the birds, even the animals can have a good relation with human beings. That's all.